My beloved child, today on September 30th, Archangel Michael orders you, open this now. A surprising new truth has been released from heaven, and it carries your name. Do not turn away. Not today, not at this moment. This message was sealed in fire, waiting for your eyes, waiting for your heart, waiting for your soul. Michael says, my beloved, if you close this now, you will never know the miracle standing at your door. You will never hear the warning that could save you. You will never see the blessing that is already reaching for you. 10 seconds remain, 10 heartbeats. Every breath is holy right now. Stay, do not let it slip away. My child, you asked for a sign. You prayed for confirmation, and here it is, clearer than a dream, louder than a whisper, more urgent than a thought. God is speaking directly to you. He says, I have heard you. I have not forgotten you. I am here, and this is your moment. Even the angels are watching. They are leaning close, holding their breath, waiting to see if you believe. Will you accept the miracle, or will you let doubt erase it before it begins? Michael says, the enemy has tried to steal from you. They tried to blind you. They tried to cover your blessing in shadows, but their time is finished. And this message is proof. Stay, do not walk away. Because if you leave, the truth will vanish. But if you stay, everything hidden will be uncovered. My beloved child, stay where you are. Today on September 30th, the heavens are trembling with urgency. Archangel Michael does not whisper. He shouts, he commands. He cries out with holy fire. Do not look away. Do not dismiss this. I order you to open your spirit now because what is coming will shake your life forever. Do you feel it? That pull in your chest, that sudden heaviness behind your eyes, the shiver that runs across your skin, though the room is still. This is not a coincidence. This is your soul remembering something it almost forgot. This is the echo of heaven reaching into your body. This is God confirming that this message is not for the crowd. It is for you. Michael says, they prayed for a sign. They begged for confirmation. They cried, Lord, if you hear me, show me. And now the Lord answers. He does not answer in thunder. He does not answer earthquakes. He answers with words wrapped in fire sent directly into your hands. You cannot run. You cannot hide because destiny has found you. My beloved, the reason you feel the urgency is because time is short. The window is open now, but it will not stay open. 10 seconds, 10 heartbeats. That is all you have before the blessing passes on. Stay. Stay until the very end. Your name is written inside this message, and if you skip it, you may never see it again. God says, my beloved, I have carried you through storms you did not understand. I have hidden you from enemies you could not see. I have delayed blessings not to punish you, but to prepare you. And now, at last, I am ready to release what was promised. But he warns, if they doubt, if they close their eyes, if they walk away, the promise will be delayed again. That is why Archangel Michael is screaming. That is why this message feels heavier than the rest. Because heaven is serious. Because heaven is calling your name. Do not mistake this for an accident. Every second of your life led you here. Every prayer, every tear, every sleepless night was counted in the scrolls of heaven. And today, September 30th, is not just another date. It is the day written in eternity for your awakening. This is the day of shift. This is the day of uncovering. This is the day of miracles. Michael says, do not resist what you feel. The shaking is not fear. The tears are not weakness. This is recognition. Their soul knows this voice. Their heart remembers this sound. Their destiny cannot run from this truth. Your soul is being summoned, and the angels are standing guard, waiting to move on your behalf. My child, you have carried burdens too long. You have walked with pain that no one understood. But heaven saw, heaven counted every step. And God says, I am lifting it now. I am breaking the chain now. I am restoring the years now. But you must believe. You must stay. You must receive. Good. You are still here. And because you are still here, the scroll can open further. The truth can pour deeper. The miracle can finally touch the place in your life that has been aching for years. Michael smiles now because your spirit has not walked away. Because you are stronger than your doubts. Because you are ready for the secrets most will never hear. My beloved child, do not let your eyes wander. Do not let your heart drift, for what is coming next was written for you before you were born. Archangel Michael stands in the fire of heaven and declares, Tell them this is the moment the enemy feared. This is the hour when their destiny rises. This is the warning that will save them from disaster. Do you feel how your breath quickens? Do you sense the strange weight in your chest? That is not fear. It is your soul recognizing truth. It is the sound of eternity brushing against your spirit. It is the proof that this message is not ordinary. This is a doorway, and once you step through, you cannot go back. Michael says for too long they have walked in circles. For too long they have questioned their worth. For too long they have begged for answers in silence. Now the silence ends. God himself has ordered this moment. Heaven has delayed it until you were ready. And now, beloved, you are ready. My child, today on September 30th, you stand at the edge of revelation. The truth that has been hidden will be uncovered. The secret that was buried will be exposed, and the blessing that was delayed will begin to flow. But you must listen. You must not close this message. You must not doubt what you already feel. Do you wonder why you keep seeing the same numbers? Why your dreams repeat? Why you feel the presence of someone gone? It is not random. It is heaven's way of preparing you. It is Michael's way of confirming. You were meant to hear this. You were chosen for this. You are the only one who can carry this truth. Beloved, God says, I saw the lies they told about you. I saw the smile they wore while plotting behind your back. I saw the hand they stretched in friendship while hiding betrayal in their heart. And now I will expose it. This is not to frighten you. This is to free you. Because until you see clearly, the blessing cannot arrive. Until you release the false, the true cannot enter. Michael's voice is fierce. Now if they ignore this warning, they will walk blind into the trap. But if they believe, heaven will break the net before it can close. That is why you feel the urgency. That is why you cannot stop reading, because your spirit knows this is the last alert. My child, think of the moments you almost gave up. Think of the nights you whispered, God, are you even there? Heaven was there. Michael was there. The angels stood guard even when you thought you were alone. And they fought for you. They carried you. They shielded you from battles you never saw. That is why you are still standing. That is why your story is not finished. But hear this. The next 7 days are sacred. In them, you will see signs. You will notice patterns. You will feel sudden peace where there was only chaos. These are not coincidences. They are confirmations. They are heaven whispering, yes, this was real. Yes, this was for you. Yes, the blessing is near. Do not dismiss them. Do not doubt them. For they will guide you to the miracle your loved ones saw before they passed, the miracle your soul has been aching for, the miracle God is finally releasing. Good, you are still here. And because you stayed, heaven smiles. Michael lowers his sword, not in defeat but in blessing, and he says, now they are ready. Now the final part can unfold. My beloved, do not let your spirit wander. Now this is the part where heaven begins to stitch the torn pieces back together. Michael says, tell them this is the seam of their life. Everything that was ripped will be sewn into beauty again. You are standing where the broken becomes whole. You are at the seam where sorrow is transformed into strength. Do you feel the warmth rising in your chest? That is more than comfort. It is a promise written before you were born, waiting for this hour. God says, I will not leave the work half done. I will complete what I started in you. This is not hopeful thinking. This is a divine certainty. Someone near you has been pretending to be your friend. Their smile covers a plan to steal what belongs to you. Michael saw their footsteps. God kept the record, and now the veil lifts, so you can finally see with clarity who stands with you and who stands against you. Do not rush to anger. Do not hasten revenge. Heaven will correct what is wrong in perfect time. Your role is to stay aligned, to keep your hands clean, to protect your peace. When you do, God's correction is swift and sovereign, precise like a surgeon, gentle like a healer. Remember the nights you could not sleep because your mind would not rest. Those nights were not empty. They were preparation rooms. God was training your spirit to hold the miracle when it arrived. Every tear, every whispered prayer, every groan in the dark was an echo of heaven's lessons. Now that training pays out. Michael says they must not return to what drained them. They must walk away from the voices that sow doubt. The path forward is clear but requires courage. Courage is not absence of fear. Courage is stepping forward in spite of it. And you are stronger than you know. There is a message from the one you lost. They place their hand on your heart and say, "Forgive yourself. Hold my words, not my regrets. I am proud." Feel that. Let it settle. Forgiveness is a key that opens rooms in your future that resentment keeps locked. Do you sense the shift in the air? Small doors are opening. A text, a call, a note, a face appearing in the crowd who will change everything. Pay attention to the ordinary. Heaven uses ordinary moments to deliver extraordinary miracles. A stranger's kindness, a sudden invitation, a message in the middle of the night. These are the quiet drums of heaven announcing arrival. Michael warns, do not be distracted by glitter. Do not chase what only looks like a blessing. The true gift comes with peace, not panic. The test is always peace. When opportunity comes, breathe. If it brings more confusion than clarity, wait. Heaven's offers come wrapped in confirmation, repeating signs, repeated numbers, a calm that says yes. There is a legal matter, a family truth, a paper, or a name that was hidden. Heaven reveals it now so you can protect what is yours. Do not let pride delay you from claiming justice, but move with wisdom, gather facts, speak truth calmly, and let God handle the scales that weigh motives. My child, some of you will receive news in the next 72 hours that seems impossible. Money you thought was gone will return. An apology will arrive that reframes the whole story. A door you thought closed will swing open with clear light behind it. These are not coincidences. They are divine dominoes falling into place because you stayed. Michael says their name is being written into a new chapter. The enemies who rejoiced will weep. The ones who plotted will be exposed. The humble will rise, and the prideful will lose their footing. Do not gloat. When justice comes, let gratitude be your song. That keeps the blessing steady and multiplies its reach. You must protect your mind now. The enemy will attempt to confuse you with half-truths and midnight doubts. Guard your thoughts like a garden. Pull the weeds of fear and plant seeds of truth. Repeat, I am chosen, I am seen, I will receive. Say it until the words become breath. There will be moments in the coming days when everything looks the same and your heart wants to surrender. Do not surrender. Those are the false fronts the enemy puts up to trick you back into old grooves. Stand. Breathe. Your miracle is already in motion. Heaven has spoken. Your name is written. Your blessing is sealed. And nothing can stop what God has set in motion. Stay in this moment. Stay in this truth. For today, September 30th, is the day your life changes forever. Remember the warmth you felt earlier in this message. That warmth is not gone. It is your compass. Michael leans in and whispers, "This is the hour of reset. The contracts that held you back are shrinking. The debts you were told to carry are falling away. The lies are evaporating. The truth stands tall and unwavering. You are part of a reset that affects not just you, but your children and their children's children. Generational favor can begin in a single obedient moment. Now, practical steps the angels give you. Write down the name that first comes to your mind when you think of the trouble. Write down the date you began to feel the weight. Write down one action you can take tomorrow to protect your peace. These simple acts create a ledger in the spiritual and the natural. A record heaven can move on. Do not tell everyone your plan. Not every ear should hear. Some truths are seeds and require quiet soil. Protect the sacred by keeping some things within you until God directs otherwise. The one you lost speaks again. Promise me you will choose life. Promise me you will pick joy even when it is smaller than you expect. Promise me you will keep walking. Say yes to that promise out loud. Let it be your covenant. Michael says, compassion for the lost door openers, but not permission to stay in danger. Release with love, not with bitterness. Boundaries are a spiritual act of faith. Boundaries are not walls that keep blessing out. They are gates that let blessing in. There will be a number, a phrase, or a sound that keeps repeating for you. Watch for it. When you see it, take it as confirmation. Do not dismiss it as coincidence. Heaven is consistent in how it speaks. It repeats until you obey. Now breathe deeply. Feel how the heaviness lifts in tiny waves. That is the beginning of restoration. Not all at once, but surely. Trust the small progress. It is the footprint of a larger miracle. Michael stands back and smiles. They stayed. The proof is in their presence. Now watch what grace arranges. Grace will begin to rearrange people, places, and opportunities around you so that the blessing can flow without hindrance. Listen to the whisper of your loved one last time for now. I will always be with you. When the miracle arrives, clap with me, not in sorrow but in celebration. We won this together. Feel their peace settle like a shawl around your shoulders. This is not the end of the message. It is the turning. You have been prepared. You have been chosen. You have been seen. Now move forward with gentleness, with faith, with courage, and with the quiet knowledge that God is already arranging the details. Stay until the end. Do not walk away. The final confirmation is coming, and it will be undeniable. Archangel Michael says, this was the warning. This was the rescue. This was the beginning of their return. And God whispers, it is finished for them who believe. Good. You are still here. Keep breathing. Keep trusting. Keep your hands open. Your miracle is nearer than you think. Good. Keep your hands where they are. The next part arrives now. The signs to watch for, the exact words to speak aloud, and the simple steps that seal the shift. Listen with your whole heart. This is practical from heaven, not just comfort. First, the signs. Pay attention to 3 repeating confirmations: a number, a name, and a small miracle. When the number repeats, often 7, sometimes 111 or 222, stop and pray. That number is a rope from heaven saying, this is for you. When a name appears, a person's name, a street, or a document title, treat it as a breadcrumb. Go check it gently. Do not assume coincidence. When a small miracle happens, a returned call, an unexpected message, money that appears in an odd way, receive it without suspicion. These are the tiny doors that open the great one. Second, the gestures heaven instructs you to take in the next 48 hours. Quiet ledger. Write the name of the person who first comes to mind when you think of the trouble. Put the paper away in a safe place and pray over it each morning. This registers the matter in both your heart and the court of heaven. One-step action. Choose one small move toward fixing the situation. A phone call, a letter, a meeting request, a legal check. Do not act out of rage. Act with calm purpose. Heaven blesses clarity, not chaos. Sacred space. Pick a time, even 10 minutes, to stand where you feel most peaceful. Close your eyes and speak what follows aloud. Here are the exact words heaven gives you to say now. Speak them in a steady voice, as if the angels are standing right behind you. Because they are. I receive the truth. I release what drains me. I choose the life God planned for me. I claim the blessing written for my name. By heaven's authority, I step into my destiny. Now say that 3 times slowly, breathing between each sentence. Believe each word as you speak it. Do not rush. Let heaven absorb it. Now a short prayer to seal the protection around you. Archangel Michael, stand guard. God of my fathers, surround my name with light. Let no sword of darkness touch my destiny. Let truth rise. Let deception fall. And let my blessing arrive in peace. Amen. Speak this once before sleep tonight. Sleep as if God wrote tomorrow's script. Pay attention to who reaches out to you next. People who are part of the blessing will show steady kindness, clear intentions, and a calm that matches peace. People who are not for you will continue to confuse, hurry, and muddy the water. Heaven's test is always clarity. Trust clarity. Now the spiritual posture heaven asks of you. Gratitude, boundaries, and obedience. Gratitude opens gates. When a small thing comes, thank God immediately. Gratitude stretches the blessing. Boundaries secure the miracle. When a person drains you, set a limit kindly, firmly. Boundaries are acts of faith. Obedience unlocks destiny. If a nudge comes, a message, a call, a number repeating, act quickly and wisely. Obedience speeds the miracle. A gentle subscription message from heaven. If you want more of this daily, remain present. Stay with the messages that pull at your heart. The angels reward persistence. You can stay connected to this channel of word and watch confirmations multiply. Say that only if you mean it. Heaven honors sincerity. Now a promise. Within the next 72 hours, something specific will show up. For many of you, it may be an unexpected transfer, a forgotten letter, a voice message, or a face from the past with a new reason to speak. When it arrives, do the quiet ledger step and reread the words you spoke. Confirm with prayer, then move gently in the direction the sign points. A practical caution: do not broadcast the intimate details to every ear. Keep the sacred things sacred until God gives you public permission. Some victories are private first, then public second. Protect the timing. Now, a short list of things heaven will remove if you obey. Confusion, delay, the false ally, and the heavy doubt. Heaven will give you instead clarity, speed, a curtain of protection, and a new peace that makes decisions simple. You will feel lighter and strangely more courageous in the very places you carried fear. There is one more instruction. Forgive the person who hurt you, not because they deserve it, but because your future requires lighter hands. Forgiveness is not forgetting. It is choosing peace so heaven can move. Say aloud, I release you. I choose peace. Do this privately. Let the release free your path. Now rest a moment and listen for the next small prompting. Heaven speaks in soft nudges. After a message like this, you may feel a next step thought appear. Act on that thought within 24 hours and watch how doors begin to align. Archangel Michael adds this last practical word. If legal papers or family documents are involved, do a careful check. Truth needs paperwork sometimes. Gather what you can, seek wise counsel, and then let heaven fight what you cannot yet change. Before we close this section, repeat the sealing phrase aloud one more time. I claim the blessing written for my name. I step into it now. It is done. Say it with your chest, with your tears, with your small trembling courage. That phrase is a contract in heaven's ledger. You are not alone in this work. Angels walk beside your every step. Your loved one who passed is rejoicing now. Michael stands with his sword lowered, not for war, but for blessing. God's hand hovers, ready to place honor on your life. Stay awake to the signs. Speak the words. Take the steps. Keep your heart soft and your hands steady. The miracle begins to move when obedience meets belief. Good. Now, heaven hands you a clear, practical 24-hour checklist, a sacred step-by-step plan to act wisely and receive fully. Read each line slowly. Do each small step with faith. This is not busy work. This is obedience that unlocks destiny. Morning. First hour after waking. Slow your breathing. Before your feet hit the floor, say quietly, I claim the blessing written for my name. Stand. Breathe 3 deep breaths and feel the promise settle in your chest. This is your first covenant for the day. A tiny altar we build with breath and words. Within the first 2 hours, write the quiet ledger. Take a clean page. Write the name that came to mind when you thought of the trouble. Write the date you first felt the weight. Fold it once. Place it in a safe place, a drawer, a book, a box. This action registers the matter in both the natural and the spiritual courts. Do not discuss it widely. Keep it sacred. By mid-morning, speak the sealing phrase 3 times aloud. I receive the truth. I release what drains me. I choose the life God planned for me. Say it slowly with breath between each sentence. Let each word resonate in your body. This is an activation, not repetition. Late morning. 1 small step. Choose one calm action that moves the situation forward. A phone call, a message, a note requesting clarity, or a request for one document. Act not from anger, but from purpose. Michael honors clarity. Heaven blesses measured motion. Record what you did in a small notebook or on your phone. This keeps spiritual momentum grounded in the natural. Noon. Pause and pray the protection prayer aloud. Archangel Michael, stand guard. Let no sword of darkness touch my destiny. Let truth rise and deception fall. Imagine a shield closing gently around your name. Rest in that image for 90 seconds. This resets fear and courts confidence. Today, on the 30th of September, Archangel Michael speaks. Watch for the signs. Look for repeating numbers, faces, names, or unexpected confirmations. When you see one, stop, pray one breath. This is for me. Then act. If a clear next step appears, heaven repeats its signals until you respond. Your response invites acceleration. Late afternoon, protect your mind. Set a 15-minute window to turn off social noise. No scrolling, no comparing. Quiet the outer world and listen to inner nudges. Write down anything the Holy Spirit prompts you during this quiet. Even small notes form the map heaven will use. Early evening, check your ledger. Reread the name and the date. Pray over them. If new clarity has come, add a single sentence of truth beside the name. Nothing elaborate, just a one-line discernment. This keeps heaven's case active and your heart aligned. Night, the sealing ritual before sleep. Speak the full sealing prayer aloud slowly. I claim the blessing written for my name. I step into it now. It is done. Then say the protection prayer once more. Sleep as if heaven wrote tomorrow's script. Rest without fear. Rest is a spiritual act. What to do when a sign appears. 3 quick moves. Stop and breathe. Don't react impulsively. Thank God in one sentence. Gratitude opens increase. Take 1 calm action if required. A question, a short reply, a note in the ledger. Heaven's confirmations demand measured obedience, not panic. How to know a true door. Peace follows clarity. If an opportunity brings calm and alignment, it is from heaven. If it confuses you, pushes you to hurry, or asks you to compromise your peace, step back and pray. Michael said, "True openings come with inner clarity, not inner chaos." Boundaries you must set today. 3 simple limits. Time. Give yourself sacred hours for rest and prayer. Protect them. Conversation. Limit who you share details with to 1 trusted person. Fewer ears, fewer leaks. Energy. Say no to tasks that drain you emotionally. This is holy preservation, not selfishness. Handling the person who betrays. Respond with wisdom. Do not lash out in the heat of revelation. Record facts. Speak once with calm. I need clarity about X. Please show me the documents or the truth. If they resist, step back and let heaven move. Let legal or wise counsel handle the rest. You preserve your dignity and keep your hands clean. Economic confirmation. Small practical step. Check accounts and records. If a financial clue appears, document it. Take screenshots. Save messages. Paperwork is a language heaven sometimes uses to prove a truth. Michael instructs method, not chaos. When fear returns, use the 30-second anchor. Breathe in for 4 counts. Hold 2. Exhale 6. Speak God with me. Repeat until calm. This breaks the enemy's midday panic. People who will help watch for steady kindness. Helpers show consistent concern, clear words, and practical offers. Accept help that brings peace and clarity. Decline help that creates confusion or demands secrecy. Forgiveness practice 2 minutes each evening. Say aloud, I release you. I choose peace, not for them, for you. Forgiveness clears the path for the blessing. It does not excuse betrayal. It unties your hands. What to avoid in this 24-hour window? Oversharing, rushing decisions, signing anything without counsel, and reacting in pride. Pride gives the enemy a foothold. Humility keeps heaven's flow steady. How to confirm the miracle? Look for 3 aligned confirmations over 72 hours. A repeating number, a supportive voice, and a tangible sign. Call, message, document. When all 3 align, act decisively and prayerfully. 3 phrases to speak when you need strength. I am chosen. I received it clearly. God's timing is my timing. Say these when doubt knocks. They lock your spirit into the truth. Simple spiritual checklist to carry in your pocket tomorrow. Ledger paper, a small pen. Your sealing phrase is written on a note, and a short list of names you trust for counsel. Keep it silent. Keep it ready. If legal action seems needed, seek wise counsel calmly. Heaven moves through earthly systems when we act with wisdom. Michael does not replace wisdom. He empowers it, a final obedience key for the day. When the confirmation comes, celebrate quietly first. Thank God. Tell your loved one in prayer. This anchors the miracle in gratitude and keeps you humble. Remember, obedience outweighs emotion. 1 quiet, faithful step can unstick a timeline that seemed impossible. Heaven looks for obedience, not perfection. Now breathe. Feel the promise settle. You followed instructions. You kept your hands open. The angels nod. The scroll is moving. The awakening day. My beloved, today begins the 7-day turning. Morning. Stand and speak aloud. I claim the blessing written from my name. This is your first anchor. Say it slowly and feel it settle. Midday. Do the quiet ledger again. 1 name, 1 date, One sentence of truth. This records heaven's case and opens doors in the natural. Afternoon. Watch for a repeating number or an unexpected message. Stop and pray for clarity. Evening. Say the sealing prayer before sleep. Archangel Michael, stand guard. Let truth rise and deception fall. Sign to watch. A name or number that repeats in small ways today. A call, a license plate, a time action, one calm contact toward clarity, a text, a polite question, or a short email. Promise. The atmosphere will change. Something small will happen that confirms you are being seen. Day 2. The clearing day. Morning. Breathe 3 deep breaths and thank God for yesterday's small sign. This gratitude magnifies the movement. Midday. Review your ledger. Add one-word insight that has come since day 1. This builds heaven's record. Afternoon. Protect your mind. Pause social noise for 90 minutes and listen. During quiet, note any next step thought. Act on it if it's calm and clear. Evening. Speak aloud. I release what drains me. I receive my rightful peace. Sign to watch. A calm offer. Someone who offers help without pressure. Action. Accept one practical piece of help if it brings peace and clear intent. Promise. Confusion will thin and clarity will become more common. Day 3. The reveal day. Morning. Ask for a single clear word from heaven. Not a paragraph, just a word. He often answers simply. Midday. Check documents, messages, and small details you overlooked. Heaven sometimes hides proof in the edges. Afternoon. If a name or document appears, do a gentle verification. Copy screenshot file. Do not broadcast. Keep it wise. Evening. Pray the sealing phrase and sleep expecting confirmation. Sign to watch a looped theme. The same phrase, song lyric, or name returns. Action. Make one measured move toward clarity. Request a paper. Ask a calm question or book a short consultation. Promise. What was hidden will move toward exposure. Do not panic. Respond with wisdom. Day 4. The decision day. Morning. Stand with the ledger in your hand and say, I step into my destiny now. Let it ring in your body. Midday. Evaluate options with a single filter. Does this bring peace? If no, step back. Afternoon. If confrontation is needed, prepare calmly. Gather facts. Breathe. Speak in one clear sentence. Evening. A forgiveness practice. Say, I release you. I choose peace. This frees your hands for the miracle. Sign to watch. An unexpected ally. A steady voice who offers clear, calm counsel. Action. Take one wise boundary, a limit of time, conversation, or access for your protection. Promise. The path narrows. The right doors begin to align with your step. Day 5. The momentum day. Morning. Speak 3 times the strength phrases. I am chosen. I receive clearly. God's timing is my timing. These words are spiritual anchors. Midday, move on any opening that brings clarity. Apply, meet, sign after counsel. Afternoon, protect your joy. Do one small thing that fills you. A walk, a song, a short prayer. Evening. Record a small gratitude list of 3 things that felt like confirmations today. Sign to watch a tiny miracle, money, a message, or a meeting that aligns perfectly.